Well, folks, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the Hoppin' French Quarter at the Caesars Superdome.
Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Ready! 19, Tiger, 19, 60 go!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Look at 19. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
The Saints at 7-4 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he gets this to Thornton. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
That's complete yet again to Thornton.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Saints!
Tyquan Thornton
Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Get up!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Swings this out for Hunt.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Second and 6. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's third and long.
Back to throw.
And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And taken at the 46. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, first and 10.
Okay, ready? Let's go, ladies.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. Hey, check that, street. 19 Lions.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
He'll get this down to the 38. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he could minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Smith will come in motion right.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Move it, 19. No,
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short. 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Henry all alone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Ready? Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith,
33 yards.
and the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught. Smith.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Derrick Henry.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the 1st half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Check that.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They find some open field here. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 1 yard is the gain. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Gadwin. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
19 Lions. Cup 19.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
Go, Reed, go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Saints. Donald Parham, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
And he is out of bounds here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked out by Paulson Adebo.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They go play action here on first down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not good.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 50 yards.
And the Saints add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while.